Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're really going to be talking about executive presence as a woman of color. And this is a great topic. I'm also, if you're interested, this is going to be like a quick version. And then I'm having a workshop on how to advance your career and build executive presence as a woman of color on April 17th. That is a free workshop for you. If you're interested, just put leadership in the comments. And or you can message me leadership if you like, I want my boss to know. And either myself or someone from my team will message you the link so you can sign up. All right. Welcome. Y'all, I got to get my notes out. Y'all know I always have my notes. I did this topic before and it got such a huge response. I was like, okay, we're going to do a whole workshop on this. I also want to know, like, what do you all think executive presence is? So many times I talk to people and they think executive presence means they can't be themselves. They have to fake it. They have to pretend to be somebody else. And that's just simply not true. All right. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into what it is, how to build your executive presence as a woman of color. But first, let me introduce myself. Hey, if you are new to my network or new to my channel, hey, welcome. I am Latrice Huff, career and leadership coach to ambitious women of color, and I help women of color land leadership roles and get in positions of power. I'm also known for helping women of color land six-figure roles and increasing their salaries by $20,000 to $50,000. Woo! Right? So we're making big moves over here. I have helped women get jobs from like a 97,000 to 150,000 to 250 to upwards of over $300,000, right? I've helped women build their businesses from startups to just starting with no clients to 250,000 to 550,000. So truly stepping into these leadership roles and being the executive and the leader that they were always meant to be, right? Without restraints, without limits, without having to sacrifice and compromise who they are. So I want to put that out there. All right. And if you're like, Latrice, I am loving these topics, I'm going to be doing these lives every week on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to follow me so you get notified anytime I go live. Okay. So you can get that notification. You can come on, join. And as you're joining in, give me a hey, give me a hi. Hey, ladies. All right. So we're kind of going to hop right in it. Executive presence is not changing who you are. The the idea of a leader and executive is looking different now. It's not those traditional way we always thought they looked. Diversity is here to stay. Women of color, people of color, we're all in all type of roles, and we need to be in leadership and executive level roles, right? We need to be in those roles because we make up a large portion of the population, because we're here in this country and in this world and we matter. So we should have a role. We should be leaders, right? So just know that you, one of the major things is, I want to start off by saying, just know that you belong and we need what you have, that special thing that you have. Okay. As we get into this, I have some C's. I'm going to be brief, but I call them my 3 C's. These are the main things you're going to need to build your executive presence as a woman of color. And I want you all to know, like I said earlier, I'm going to go deeper into this. I have a whole workshop, a free workshop that I'm doing for you all on April 17th. That's a Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's titled How to Advance Your Career and Build Your Executive Presence as a Woman of Color. So this is just a little taste, right? But what we're going to talk about today are the 3 C's. And I love the 3 C's. Let me log on. I want to make sure I see who's joining us. Hey, I see we got some people joining and watching. Hey, you guys. Y'all have been so silent this month. In February, y'all were right in. As I'm talking, y'all leave comments. Let me know where you're joining from. If you are hashtag live, if you're hashtag joining me live, give me hashtag team live, watching the replay, team replay, right? So here are my 3 C's that I always talk about, like my three C's when it comes to executive presence. Y'all, I got my little board today and I love this board. My first one is confidence. Oh my goodness. If let me tell you all this. If you are not confident in yourself, you will lose your influence. Your position and a title will only give you but so much influence. You then have to be confident that you can make an impact, that you have this influence. And I have seen confidence work both ways. I have seen people come in confident in their role, eager to learn, eager to make an impact, but still knowing that, yes, I have things to learn, but I can still make an impact and confident in who they are. And they advance, they do amazing in those roles. And they don't go in like, hey, I'm confident that I know everything. It's confident that I know the job. So I'm confident that I can lead this team. I'm confident that I can move this company forward. That's what I'm talking about confidence, okay? Hey, you guys. Hey, Tiffany. Thank you for joining me live. Who's this? Let me see. It's not telling me the other person's name. It's just saying LinkedIn. Oh, hey, Joanne from Orlando. Hey, I love Florida in the house. Hey, Gail. You're joining from Trinidad. Oh, my God. In Tobago. Whoa. Okay, y'all. We are international in here. Please know confidence. And let me say this. You all see confidence here. And when I teach this to my clients, one of the things they say is like, well, Latrice, what if they think I'm too confident? I'm overly confident. I'm too aggressive or a bit ambitious. First of all, aggression and aggressive is a derogatory term that they have chosen to give to us. That has nothing to do with you. You can be ambitious and confident and know your stuff. And if somebody else is intimidated by you, well, that is their problem. And let me tell you why. I have then seen people on the other side who go and get a leadership or executive role and have no confidence in themselves or their ability to do the job. And if they don't get help building that confidence, they actually lose that role. They lose the impact, they lose the influence that they had, and either they take themselves down by voluntarily removing or they get involuntarily removed. And y'all, I'm telling you all, when I see the people who succeed, who get into these roles as women of color, and I'm not saying you won't have any self-doubt. I'm saying you don't let self-doubt and fear control you. When you get into these roles, you have to have confidence. You have to be able to speak to other leaders. You have to be able to speak to other executives and know that you have just as much right to be there as them. You have to know that your voice is just as valuable as theirs. Because if you don't, they will treat you that way. If you don't, it will show up in your actions. If you don't believe this, it will show up in your demeanor. All right. So executive presence is exuding confidence. And let me tell you, how do you build confidence? Confidence is a skill, ladies. It's a skill. It's not like you have it or you don't. You can work on that just like you can work on any other type of skill. You can work on building confidence. All right. The same way you learned how to ride a bike and you had to learn how to drive is the same way you can learn how to have confidence. Not just be confident, but like have it, like truly have it, not faking it. But you truly walk into the room, head held up high, like I got something to say. This is also how, by being confident, how you're going to get buy-in on your initiatives. How you always are going to need people on your side, no matter what your title is. You're always going to need allies and advocates and people who want to buy in on your initiatives. Okay. All right. And if you are joining, I see we got more people joining. We're just giving, hey, hi. As I'm going through this, if you are like, okay, Latrice, I'm feeling, or you got questions, be sure to put them in the comments. All right. So y'all feel me? You want to build that executive brand, that your executive presence, you need to work on your confidence. And a good way to really see like, hey, how can I build my confidence? Take stock in what you already have. Two things I love. One, I tell my clients, do the 25 reasons why. 25 reasons why I'm ready for a leadership role. 25 reasons why I am a great executive, whatever that is. But you literally start writing down 25 reasons why and giving your brain evidence. This will help you build your confidence. Okay. And I don't care if you have to have that in your phone, you do it. Another thing, as you are accomplishing things, As you are getting compliments, as you are learning new skills, you need to be tracking them in real time. I like to track things in my phone, but I also have it connected to a Google Drive folder, right? This is for you first and foremost to build your confidence and like, damn, I saved this company $1 million. Dang, I just help, reduce this process that was taking twice as many man hours, right? Like, do not just wait until it is performance or evaluation time to start bringing up what you've done. You should be tracking and communicating your accomplishments as you're doing them. Okay, that's how you're going to build your confidence. Hey, Regina, thank you for joining. All right, number two. And let me just say this again. If you are like, hey, Latrice, I'm loving this, I am going to have a longer version on April 17th. That's a Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm doing a free workshop for you all on how to advance your career and build executive presence as a woman of color in 2024. You want to do this because there's some different strategies here. I'm giving you all the quick and dirty ones. All right. My next C is clarity. Let me tell you something. This one is a biggie. What I see is that a lot of times you cannot clarify the problem you solve. You're not clear on your message or your brand. So you're all over the place. One day you're like, I'm the best leader. The next day you're like, I'm gonna answer the phones. The next day I'm a great project manager. The next day I'm gonna be an individual contributor. You try to be all things instead of trying to get clarity on the specific message and brand that is for you. Do y'all understand what I'm saying here? If you trying to be everything to everybody, it's not gonna work. You're gonna be lukewarm. Executive presence means you don't need to be good in every area of everything in every line of business. If you're in finance and that's your core and that's your piece, you're not. Even if you're pivoting or changing careers, clarity on like how I was in finance, now this is going to make me the best HR person possible. You need to be clarifying on your message and your brand. Clarity on that brand. And when I say brand with my executives and high level people, you need clarity on your brand, the problem you solve, right? So your brand, the problem you solve, and that messaging. All right. You have to be very clear. You cannot be all over the place. Have y'all like that's a clear way of people to be like, okay, they don't know what they're talking about. Even when you do, even when you do. So I'm not saying it's true, but you want to have clarity on what you are, on who you are, what you bring to the table. Okay, you guys? Let me know if this makes sense. I'm like, I need to be clear on my brand. You need that clarity. Having clarity will help you with the next C too. You will have the confidence. You will know that what you're saying matters. But if you're trying to be everything to everybody, or this is the other thing I hear, I wanna be so good they can't say nothing to me. No, it's always going to be something you're not good in. But if you can be clear on what you're great on and what you're great in, there you go. You don't need to worry. For example, let's say you're in project management. You don't need to be like, I'm also good in finance. I'm also good in HR. You don't need, I'm an amazing project manager. I get my projects done on time. I can manage multiple people. I can manage cross functional teams. Like, I know how to manage projects and get them completed on time, below budget, whatever that is. But you got to be clear on your brand and the problem you solve, okay? That next C, and again, I'm giving you all the quick and dirty version. You got to be concise, ladies. You have to be concise. And can you all see how these go together? How these go together, right? If executive presence, you have that confidence, you're clear on your brand. So therefore your messaging and your speech is concise, meaning we're not rambling. And even in interviews and executive interviews, yes, you want to tell a full story, but you also do that in a very clear and concise way. I have seen people like lose like interviewers by going off on tangents. They forget what the question is, right? You have to be able to be concise. You have to be able to be like, I'm concise, I'm decisive, I know what I want. This is I'm saying it. It's not going to take me 45 minutes to do a presentation that could have taken me 10. Like being concise. I have a couple more that I typically add that they're going to be in the they're going to be in the workshop on Wednesday. But these are the 3 C's. This is where you want to start. I'd be like, okay, how can I work on building my confidence? How can I get clear on my brand and the problem I solve? How can I say my message in a clear and concise way? How can I make sure that I'm getting across my impact in a very concise manner? Because the higher up you go, that executive presence, right? Whether you're an executive or not, or working your way up, you're eventually going to be in the room with executives. And you know just as much as they do, time is money. People want to know, like, hey, if I'm giving you 45 minutes, you need 45 minutes and everything is poignant. Everything is on point. You may not even need it, but you have to be concise when you have to be concise. And I need this. This is where we're going with the team or the department. This isn't going to work, and this is why. And you will find people will appreciate that. They'll appreciate that clarity. They'll appreciate that you're confident in your message and you're being very concise when you're speaking to them. People, how many of you all have been in meetings and it's a 45 to an hour meeting and you like, this could have been an email that I could have read in 5 minutes before I left out the door? Right? Right? People will thank you when you have this. And so, how you want to use these guys is start using them in almost like a rotation model, right? Like, start working on your confidence, start building the clarity in your brand, making sure that your messaging is concise. If you're going to be networking, everybody's out and about, right? The summer's hitting, spring then sprung, summer about to be here. Start planning on networking. Get your messaging out. Start practicing these things. Yes, too many times. Yes. Where a meeting could have been an email. It could have been an email, y'all. Yes. So yes. Y'all got me laughing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna check the comments again because sometimes that always show on my thing. But yes, that could have been an email. Is it Joanne? Okay. If you all let me know if you all have any questions before I hop off. I wanted to make this quick. I wanted to make this poignant. Again, we're gonna go deeper into this next Wednesday. So not this Wednesday, next Wednesday, 7 p.m. If you're interested in that workshop, you can either DM me leadership or you can just put leadership in the comments and I'll go ahead and send you all that link so you can sign up. It's completely free. It's gonna be jam-packed. Also, be sure to follow me because I'm going to be coming to you all live every Monday. So if it's another topic you want me to cover, if you have questions or comments, just let me know. I'm going to be coming to you all every Monday, making sure that you're prepared, you're ready, you land that leadership role, and you get in your position of power. Y'all gonna make your own executive presence. And notice, again, I just want to say this real quick before I hop off. Please notice that I did not say you have to fake it. Please notice I didn't say you have to use big words. Please notice I didn't say any of that because that's just not true. In fact, being concise, like the clear and concise, is the opposite of that. All right. All right. So you all have been amazing. If you have, again, you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them in the comment section or you all can DM me. Otherwise, I will see you on Monday. Bye.